What's up, guys? Rare Spark here, and welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And in today's episode, we are going to be going over Ring Domination, a new poll that I just got, and we're going to be reviewing SmackDown. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, I'm not going to explain this much more anymore, but maybe a couple more videos. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is every day, the day after an episode of any WWE wrestling, maybe even some other promotions eventually. But for now, just WWE wrestling, whether it be Tuesdays, we're going to be reviewing Raw. Thursdays, we're going to be reviewing NXT from the Wednesday night. And then Fridays, we're going to be reviewing SmackDown. And then sometimes on Mondays, when there's a pay-per-view, we will be reviewing that. So we have a lot lined up here for today. We're going to be reviewing SmackDown, like I said, going over Ring Domination and showing you a new poll that I just got. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So first things first, I wanted to talk about the Patreon. A lot of people voted on that, and I talked about it yesterday. But link will be in the description if you want to help me out on Patreon, whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of people voted yes. So I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and try it out, see how it goes. So if you want to help support me, click the link down below. Patreon/RareSpark is also the link if you just want to type it in yourself. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So let's go to my cards, show off my new pull. It's not great, I'll be honest. It's not a great card, but it's a legendary, so I'll take it. We ended up getting somebody gonna get their ass kicked. Mark Henry right here. And we're working on getting him up right there. As you can see, 9 out of 20. And we've been working on getting my epic cards up as well. We've got a few left here at the back end. As you can see, Bryan, 15 out of 20. Bray Wyatt, 0 out of 20. So we're working our way up, trying to get them up. Let me go ahead and train away some cards right now, because that way we can start our SmackDown review and also get into Ring Domination without having to worry about running into a card limit too fast. So get all these cards out of here. See you later, uncommon and common cards. And there we go. Mark Henry is now 11 out of 20. So let's go ahead and jump into Ring Domination. Here we go. We are almost about, I would say more than halfway through, because as you get towards the end of a card, it's very quick. So I'd say we're towards the end. We're not completely, I guess, there yet. But obviously, we're going to be getting Randy Orton real soon, and then we're going to be going for the legendary card, which is, oh my god, now I'm forgetting what's the legendary card. Let me check real quick. I forgot what the legendary card was for like a second here. Oh, I do need to change my picture as well. But let's see. Let's see if we can find anything. Of course, JB is posting a bunch about Pokemon at the moment, so I'm trying to find the Ring Domination cards. So, the Survivor card is Sheamus. Legendary card is Bray Wyatt. So, there we go. Those are the cards. I think I already have one Bray Wyatt, so the Legendary will be a Pro. Let me double check real quick, because I think I have one. I want to say I have one. No, I don't. Damn. I was really hoping I had one, because I really would love to have a Bray Wyatt Legendary Pro. He's one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE. But let's go ahead and jump into Ring Domination and start the SmackDown review. As you can see, I got a new haircut, by the way. Well, not new. I would say it's the same style that I always have it. I just got a fresh cut. But let's go ahead and jump into SmackDown review. So, SmackDown starts off. Triple H cutting a promo on Roman Reigns, trying his best to turn heel, or not turn heel, but trying to get the heat on him. But I really, you can't really tell with SmackDown, because they edit the cheers and the boos, and like every heel sounds like he has the most heat, and like he's getting booed like crazy, like he's the most hated man on the face of the planet. And all the faces, even the ones that people don't generally like, is getting the biggest pops, like they're freaking Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back from retirement or something. Hold on, let me open this door for my cat. Sorry about that. My cat wanted to get out of the room. But yeah, so I don't know. You can't really tell on SmackDown the reactions of the crowd, but at the same time, Triple H is trying his best to get hate from the crowd, and I really don't think it worked. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know. I didn't look up the live reports or anything like that, obviously. But you can see people in the background like clapping him and stuff like that while he's cutting a promo saying how he's going to make Roman Reigns cry at WrestleMania and all that stuff. And he's going to humble him and all that. And it was a great promo. I really like the direction of the promo. I don't know if it's going to work. They're trying their best to make Roman Reigns this huge babyface, and they just need to stop. Like, I don't know if you guys saw reports, but the bloody nose and stuff like that, that was fake. People have video of Byron Saxton handing Roman Reigns the blood packet on Monday, and they're trying to say he broke his nose and all this stuff, and it's like, come on, WWE. Because basically, okay, I'm going to explain this. So, WWE the next couple of weeks are in towns that are generally called smart towns. I don't like to call them that. They're basically just towns that usually are smarter and will generally appreciate great heel work and, boo the baby faces. So, a lot of the times they'll cheer the heels and they'll boo the baby faces. So, these towns are notorious for booing people like Roman Reigns. So, I just think it's a little silly. They pretended he has to get surgery and he's going to be out a couple of weeks, pretty much, I'm guessing. And it's like, does WWE think we're so stupid that we're not going to realize what they're doing? You know what I mean? They're trying to keep Roman Reigns out of these towns where he's going to get heavily, heavily booed. And it's like, really? We're not that dumb. Please just let us boo him and move on. Because basically they're in Chicago, Philadelphia, and Brooklyn the next couple of weeks after Nashville next week. So Nashville's the only one that he would really get cheered at. And they're keeping him out of that. So I think they're going to end up keeping him out maybe till WrestleMania. I don't know if they're that crazy, if they're willing to do that much just for Roman Reigns, but we'll have to see. So, but anyways, off on that tangent, Triple H cuts a great promo. And then we get another match. Lucha Dragons, Neville, and Dolph Ziggler versus the League of Nations. Now, this was a match to build up the League of Nations, basically, because they're going to be facing the tag team champs, the New Day, in the coming weeks. They're probably going to face them at WrestleMania, most likely. It looks like they're setting up that feud, New Day versus the League of Nations. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a good match overall. Kalisto looked good. And it was generally a back and forth match where Neville looked great too because he hit the red arrow. But overall, the League of Nations end up getting the pinfall victory with a brogue kick from Sheamus. So overall, a good match. And obviously, you can tell they're starting to try and build up the League of Nations again after making them look terrible the last couple of weeks by letting Roman Reigns single-handedly bury them by himself. So, we'll have to see where it goes. But I don't know if I really like this feud per se, but I guess we're going to have to deal with it because that's what we're going to get. So, New Day versus League of Nations will be coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that's why they built them up here on SmackDown. And then we start off the next match or setup with Kevin Owens talking about how he's going to give Dean Ambrose his title shot now and all this stuff. But obviously, Dean Ambrose is not anywhere to be found because he's recovering from what happened on Monday where Brock Lesnar attacked him. So, then Big Show comes out because Kevin Owens says something of the fact like there's no one that I can't or haven't beat on the roster that deserves a shot and all this stuff. And then Big Show comes out and says, you haven't beaten me yet, blah, blah, blah. He cuts a pretty good promo, I'll be honest. Big Show looked good on the mic there talking crap to Kevin Owens. I liked it, And then they end up having a setup for a match later on in the night. So then we have Devon Dudley versus Jimmy Uso. Pretty good match. Bubba Ray pulls out the table to distract Jey Uso and then knocks Jimmy off the top rope. Devon schoolboys Jimmy for the win. So a roll-up victory, but nonetheless a victory for the Dudley Boys. This is another thing they're setting up. It looks like they're going to be setting up the Devons versus the Usos, and I really like this. I hope it sets up for something like a TLC match. Devon and Bubba Ray are like one of the innovators of the TLC match, so it'd be supposed to be great to see them back on the WrestleMania scale doing a TLC match because who doesn't want to see that? And the Usos are pretty damn good at ladder matches and stuff like that, so I think it would be great. The next one that ended up happening was Kevin Owens versus the Big Show, and Big Show ends up getting counted out here because he had some crotched on the rope because Kevin Owens pushes him, and so Big Show ends up landing on the ropes, gets crotched, and gets the count-out victory for Kevin Owens. I'm guessing they did this because I don't think Kevin Owens can pop a powerbomb. Big Show, I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure he can. Who knows? But I'm guessing that's why they did a count-out victory. We'll have to see. But after that, we got Natalya versus Becky Lynch. Very good match between these two. Unfortunately, Team Bad had to come out and ruin it. They attack Natalya, causing the DQ. Natalya gets the victory via DQ. And then Team Bad starts to attack Becky Lynch. And Sasha makes the save. And that's when Charlotte and Ric Flair come out and announce that on Monday, which I'm very excited to see, there will be a match. Becky versus Sasha for the #1 contendership, which is going to be great. And I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully they give them enough time. Maybe even let them main event. That would be nice to see. You know, it's not too close to WrestleMania, so there's not the whole they need to be the main story kind of thing. And I think maybe they can get away with letting the Divas main event. That would be nice to see if they give the Divas enough time on Raw, give them maybe 15 minutes to put on a great match for the #1 contendership. Show that it actually matters, because I know Becky and Sasha can put on a great match if they give them the time. So we'll have to see. God, are we going to ever fill in Randy's face? Bam! There we go, just as I said that. We get 2 pieces, so very nice. After that, Heath Slater versus R-Truth with the Social Outcast. Goldust comes out and says he'll sit in the neutral corner. Slater connects with the big knee. Truth comes back with a leg lariat and front suplex. Goldust punches Slater, and Truth gets the backslide for the win. So this time, instead of making R-Truth lose, Goldust actually helps R-Truth win this time, unlike at the pay-per-view where he caused him the match. So R-Truth gets a pinfall victory. Then we get a recap of Ambrose Lesnar. New Day comes out, makes fun of the League of Nations as well as Mark Henry for still thinking he's the world's strongest man. This was great. Great segment. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out, at least that part, because it was hilarious. Very, very funny. And New Day was just comedy gold like they usually are. And then we end up getting a New Day versus Y2AJ versus Mark Henry. Y2AJ, really? I like that AJ Styles is in the WWE, but I really don't like that they're already putting him in a tag team, especially with Y2J. I just don't like it. I wanted to see great singles matches with AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and AJ Styles versus such and such. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to see how well he could do. And if you put him in a tag team this early, we're not going to get to see anything. So I hope this is just like a 1, 2, or 3 week thing, and then it cools off and they leave it alone and they like, all right, we're going our separate ways. I hope they don't make it official tag team where they're like a tag team that needs to be broken up eventually or anything like that, because nobody wants to see that. So they end up getting the victory here. Styles gets the hot tag, forearms the bejesus out of Xavier before his backflip reverse DDT. Henry takes out Big E before eating a Trouble in Paradise from Kofi. Jericho sacrifices himself and eats one for AJ. AJ Styles applies the calf crusher to Woods, and Woods taps out. So very good match there. And if you haven't seen SmackDown, at least watch the end, because watch the New Day segment, watch the match. Overall, a good episode of SmackDown. Not as good as the last couple of weeks. I feel like there's not a lot of story progression in this one, although the Diva storyline did progress a little bit. I feel like this week they went and reverted back a little bit to their old format where there wasn't too much story progression, and I kind of hope that they stray away from doing that, because I really like when they're doing story progression, even if it was very minimal on SmackDown. So anyways, that just about does it. We hit the card limit, so it's a perfect time to end it. 14-minute episode of Supercard, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Rare Spark, out.